What is going on, everyone? It's the Detroit Collector here with another video. Happy Thursday, April 11th, 2024. I hope you can see me well. It's a little dark in this room right now. We got no sun out. It's gloomy, it's overcast, it's raining. It's a crummy day here in Michigan. But I wanted to jump on really quick and do a VR video for my buddy Rick at Vintage Oddball Cards. He has a really cool VR that he just sent out, and I want to do a video for that and give him a shout out. But before I do that, first order of business is Strongsville. Strongsville is next week, and I'm going to Strongsville. I'll be driving down. I'm only going to Strongsville for one day. I'll be driving down, so I'm from Michigan. I'm driving down to Strongsville. It's a 3-hour drive. I'm going only one day. I'm going to drive down Saturday, hang out there, and then drive back. So 6 hours, all for one card show. So that's pretty. If you think I'm crazy, yeah, that's pretty crazy. But I think it's worth it. I'll drive 3 hours there and back for a cool card show. And there's going to be a lot of YouTube people there, so I want to meet a lot of people, say hi to them. And then if anyone else is going, in the comments, let me know, or just come and try to find me somewhere on Saturday, and we'll talk cards and everything. I hope to meet a lot of people and get to talk to everyone. So I'm really looking forward to Strongsville. Kind of like a pregame for National, in a sense. So really excited for that. So but this video is it's a VR for Rick at Vintage Oddball Cards. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description, and that's what his channel looks like right here. He just hit 2,000 subscribers, which is awesome milestone, and he well deserving. He has an incredible collection, a great channel. He has everything you could think of when it comes to pre-war vintage baseball cards and all that stuff, and modern stuff as well. But his niche is the vintage and oddball stuff. He collects photography, type 1 photos. So photography, I'm a photographer as a hobby. I'm really into photography, and I collect type 1 photos. So I always love his videos on type 1 photos. And he just has an amazing collection. And if you haven't seen his channel, which would be shocking to me, but if you haven't, please go check it out, because he has some great stuff. But he just hit 2,000 subscribers, and he has a VR out there, and it's a cool VR. I really like it. I think it's cool. It's unique. So what he's asking is he wants us to show one card from a set that we think MrJmangini doesn't have, that's actually a difficult thing to do. So you have to really think about this, since MrJmangini is trying to collect a card from every set. This is kind of like Stump the Mangini in a sense. So by the way, who remembers, I'm going off track real quick, but who remembers like Stump the Schwab on ESPN? I used to love that show, Stump the Schwab. And this kind of like, when I saw this video, this was like the first thing that, for some reason, I thought of Stump the Schwab on ESPN. So this is a show on ESPN a while back. For those of you who don't know, where there was a guy, where they would ask questions, and you would have to answer the questions. And this guru, Schwab, who apparently knew every stat in for the sports, for every sport, you had to know the answer to these sports questions, and he supposedly shouldn't know it or whatever. So you would have to guess more questions correctly than Schwab, and it was a great show. I loved it. So this is Stump the Mangini in a sense. So one card from any set that you think MrJmangini doesn't have. This one, this was kind of, it wasn't, well, yeah, it was kind of difficult, because you gotta think, you have to kind of think strategically in a sense. You can't do any common sets. So I would, you know, take out any topped Bowman set. I take that out of the equation. You gotta think of a set that someone would not collect, even though this Mangini is trying to collect every set. So what I did was I reached out to Rick in a comment and asked him a few questions on what's acceptable for cards, and he said that team issues are acceptable. So I'm gonna do a team issue. So, Mangini, did I stump you? 1945 Philadelphia team issue. And that's George Kell's rookie card. Now, technically, we don't know if this is 1945 or not. Could be a little earlier. That's still out for debate. So maybe if Rick or John, you know if this actually is 1945 or prior, you know, let me know, because I don't know. I've been doing some research, and I did a video on this like 2 months ago, and there's, you know, indicators that this could be prior to 1945. So if you have a 1945 team issue, we're going to say this is before 1945, John. If you don't have a 1945 issue, then this is 1945. I don't know if I can do that, but so this is George Kell's. This is a true rookie card from George Kell. I picked this up 2 months ago. I did a video on it. It's really cool. I love the pose. I love the black and white. He's got a badass looking facial expression on there, like he's ready to do business. And he played for the Detroit Tigers for a long time, and he's a Hall of Famer, and he was then a broadcaster for the Detroit Tigers. So George Kell is a big Detroit legend. So George Kell, 1945 team issue. John, let me know if you have something from that set. Thank you all for watching. Again, please go check out Rick Vintage Dodgeball Cards. Give him a shout out. Congratulate him on 2,000 subscribers. That's awesome, but it's definitely well deserving. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see everyone at Strongsville next week. Until next time, happy collecting.